There it is, people. I'm putting the bricks into place. I'm kind of new at this. As you can kind of tell, I kind of screwed that up. Got the old outside edges a little too big, so I gotta... It fits inside, but where I broke it off, it doesn't fit. So I gotta knock those off with a chisel. But I'm putting the fireproof bricks here. And I screwed up because I put the mortar in between like a jackass. I wasn't supposed to, but hey, it'll all be black in the future anyways, right? Right now it's staying pristine. But here I am building barbecues in Croatia. Wow. 5 years could make a huge difference in life. After the old chisel and hammer, I got in there and look at that baby. Fits like a glove. So this time I'm gonna just butter the backs and put it against the wall instead of trying to fill the seams after, because I thought I could wipe it off, but it actually dries pretty quick and it's very hard to, as you can see, I try to clean it off. Didn't work, and I don't think it's good. It says it's not good to fill in all the cracks because it needs space to expand. So in the future I might have problems and might have to replace them, but I think after a while you probably got to replace them anyways. But look at this baby, eh? Look at that. I like the setup. Got the new fish grill, vegetable grill, whatever you want to call it. Got the charcoal heater. I've got the scooper, the Pekka bells inside, and I'm going back to Bosnia to grab a grill off that old lady I seen on the road. So I'll show you her too. But this is incredible, isn't it? Beautiful day, beautiful barbecue, beautiful backyard. Let's go. This is Bunjo. Click like, subscribe, and share, and always comment. Okay, so you're probably wondering, if you're from Canada or England and you move to Croatia and you're building one yourself, maybe you're probably wondering what kind of material you use. Well, you use the classic German, the Scheidel bricks, the 1 centimeter bricks. But this is the stuff. It's called Shamotno Brašno. That's fire flour, basically. So this is fire retardant, and then you don't use regular water, you use staklina voda, and you use it by KGK, the product, and you mix them together. It's a 3-on-1, so 3 parts water, 3 parts whatever, eh? The other way. Yeah, so it's a 3-on-1 ratio. So you use it, you mix it all together, basically all these together, and you have enough to do with this little bag. It's about 3 kilograms. I would say to do the whole barbecue you're gonna need 2 bags, so 6 kilograms. 6 kilograms you're gonna need, and then bam, you're done. And a little tip, I'm gonna cut these off with the grinder, but you shouldn't do this. But my barbecue is so big, it's 145 centimeters, so I don't think I'm gonna have a grill that reaches 145 centimeters. I was thinking about buying one. We have a blacksmith here in Trogir. He's actually cool. I still might buy him because it's a cool little shop, but it's 120 euros for the whole grill, and it reaches all the way across. So 145 centimeters this grill is. So if I buy that, it'll be very heavy. So I'm gonna buy one that is like about half, so I can cook here and then cook fish or something on the other side, or just put my utensils or whatever. But I think 145 is too big for what I'm doing. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to Bosnia and buy a little one, but I also might buy the big one because it's nice to have the big one in case, you know, I open up a restaurant and I will have to cook a lot in the future. Who knows, right? Who knows? I might be the neighborhood cook. Yes, but I'm gonna leave you guys with this little video of all of us putting it together. It's insane. Bobby Chasto came through, but he's actually doing luxury construction, I think his business is called. I'll put a picture of the card here and the information in the comments below. You can check out if you're in the area, you need some construction. Actually, he does all of Croatia, so if you're in the Croatia area and you need some help with tiling or building a retaining wall or whatever, he's the man to call. Let's do it, Mr. Bobby Chasto. Mixed berries. Let's go. As I'm cutting the bricks for the barbecue, I realized I got to get rid of this gargantuan eyesore, the Bosnian rain rain drain. Look at this. It's like 5 inches above the ground. Huge tripping hazard. I got the Makita, the big bad boy. It's got a lot of kick, that baby. My first time doing it. We did Richard did this for us. Richard and Nev, my good friend Nev, and Rich. It used to look like that here, but they put that one in the ground, so I'm trying to imitate their art and make it the same way. So wish me good luck. It takes a lot of grit and manpower. You actually gotta cut the sides. I gotta hope that there's no pipes underneath. No pipes or electricity, but I'm not gonna cut too deep. I'm just gonna cut the side of here, and it goes about an inch into the ground. So if I cut the sides and then I just jackhammer it out, I can use my little angle grinder and cut the space for this, and put this in, put the cement in, and wada, it's done. So let's get to it. Well, let's see. I forgot to switch my shirt back to my working shirt, but things a little bit harder than it looks. But here it is. Think it's deep enough. I'll check it out and I will try to smash it out. That's it, huh? Here we go. No bueno. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera off, try to get at it. Seems a little bit difficult than I thought. Safe to say, I'm gonna take a break to wash my car because it's filthy, the inside and outside, but this is the progress so far. Look at that. Halfway there. And we're halfway there. We have about, actually a quarter, I would say. Actually, I would say, well, I still got to do the cement, lay the drain, and then that's it. But I'm gonna put a dry bed of cement underneath, put some dry stuff, and then the rain will harden it, and then I'll finish it with a nice thick. I'll put a middle layer of semi-wet, not soaking wet, and then the top I'll put a soft coat of cement so I can make it look smooth and kind of match the aggregate of this. Who knows, right? I don't know what I'm doing. But here, Thisisbunjo. We're doing concrete, baby. And my good friend Muro from Canada, from India, I think he is actually. He told me to fill the whole thing and put one more layer of brickwork up there. So I'm gonna need about 2, 4, 6, 12, about 18 more damn bricks. Jeez, man. Jeez Louise, covered in cheese. So let's get it. Look at that. I broke my pickaxe too. Broke my pickaxe. Broke my chisel. That's life. So now what I'm doing is I'm scraping off all the paint on this kitchen wall here. All the flaky stuff, cleaning it all up. Putting some Thisisbunjo on, or Dubinsky Grund, depends what is available here in Croatia. But Thisisbunjo is a product from Germany. It's meant for tiles that you're putting on the wall. And yeah, it's from Bauhaus. So Bauhaus has the Thisisbunjo. They have Dubinsky Grund too in the paint shop. But Thisisbunjo is highly recommended for stone veneers, kind of like these ones. So we're gonna add these onto the wall. The whole wall here and around the whole perimeter of the kitchen. So it'll be half stone, half painted, and then we get a new kitchen, right? So I'm gonna continue to scrape the paint off the wall with my rusty chisel and my paint scraper. Like this, comes off very easy. That to me means that there's some sort of moisture in the wall. As you can see, it's coming off pretty easy, right? And the spots that don't come off easy, you just have to hit it with some 60 grit, some 80 grit, whatever kind of grit you got of sandpaper, and just expose some of the white spots or concrete spots if possible. And then you apply the Thisisbunjo over the whole area, or Dubinsky Grund, depends what you have again. And then bam, it adheres. It makes the mortar, the CM17. Now we're gonna be using the product CM17 by Croatia. That's good for stone veneer tiles like the ones I got that are going onto a mixed surface like concrete with some glut. It's basically a skim coat and a painted surface. So it's a little mixed bag here we're gonna have. But look how easy this paint comes off, see that? Now if you were to apply the tiles right over this paint, they would fall right off. Look at that. Without even trying, you're getting all of it off. That's not a good look. That means it's weak surface underneath. And what that Thisisbunjo does is mechanically adhere it together. Make it all stick, make it solid. So when you go like this, you'll have a white hand. But after you put the Dubinsky Grund and the Thisisbunjo on, you'll have not a white hand. You'll have a, well, this one's white too because I'm working, but it'll all stick together. It makes it stick together and hold together. So that's the point of this Thisisbunjo. It's a deep penetrating primer that locks everything into place. The mechanical part of this job. And the CM17 by Croatia is the mortar, and you don't need a contact grund because obviously contact grund just adds like a grain to it, so it has something to stick to. That'd be for like finishing plaster and stuff like that. This is like a cement base, so it already has that kind of into it. But you still gotta like back butter and do all the scratching of the surface and you know, all that kind of stuff still. But look at this, look how easy this paint comes up. Isn't that insane? So I'm gonna finish this wall and just let the B-roll play. Hit the B-roll.
To say what I want when it's real. If I see you acting patient, you never know your last meal. Faster than.
So I'll show you guys the tiles I got from Mercury. Mercury is actually a Polish store here. Look at the backyard shaping up, eh? We just need the roof. We got the barbecue, we got that picnic table, we got everything. But yeah, we got the tiles from Mercury. It's a Polish store. It's kind of new to the scene here. They have Mercury, Bauhaus, and Mercury, Bauhaus, and Pevex. Pevex is my choice. We go to Pevex quite often, but we got 10 boxes. It's about 9 square meters. And yeah, so they're stone veneers made out of, I guess, cement. And we're gonna use them, but my thoughts on Bauhaus versus Pevex versus Mercury. Mercury's new on the scene. We had to take back almost everything we bought. confusing. They gave us the wrong products. I'll tell you one crazy story. When we were there, this is crazy, but I was bringing something back because it was the wrong product they sent me, and the girl had a seizure, and it was crazy, and I had to catch her and save her. It was wild time there. But Bauhaus, the one guy, I tell you this, the one guy, he told me to come back tomorrow because I was returning some, because we got the stones for the fireplace, and they gave us 2 different colors. And I said, listen, buddy, you gave us 2 different colors, and I want them back. He's like, come back tomorrow. I'm like, come back tomorrow? I live like 40 minutes away. What do you mean, come back tomorrow? And so I had to talk to the manager, and it was terrible time, but crazy, you know? And Pevex, they always just help you. They have a few guys that